Welcome back to This is Talking Sci-Fi with Sci-Fi Sean and...
Just Randy.
We're here and enjoying a great podcast today in the new year. It's 2020.
That's right.
We welcomed everybody back. We're glad that you guys have stuck with us through thick and thin. We worked out a lot of technical problems. We got better sound now. We got better special effects when you watch our YouTube video, which I highly suggest. If you're just listening to us, that's great. Today, Randy and I have decided to talk about something else that I have not delved into. It's all a craze. You see the memes on Facebook about Baby Yoda or the child. We're going to talk about the Mandalorian on this episode.
All right.
I have no idea what it's about. I have not seen the first episode.
Me either.
You have to. We're going to warn you up front. If you haven't watched it yet, you will be hearing spoilers because we're okay with spoilers on Talking
That's
Sci-Fi.
right. But I would like to point out that I'm trying everything in my power to get him to watch the stuff so that we both can talk about it.
I have a work friend that has given me I call them a thumb drive. I don't know what the name of them are. Had the first 3 episodes on it that he had bootlegged or however he got them. And I went home and I said, all right, I'm interested because as everyone knows, I like to watch stuff on a big screen television. I can't watch a movie or a TV show on my phone. I can't watch it on a laptop. I don't have any type of internet at my home, and I don't have cable. So that makes for a difficult time. But when you want to watch something that's on Disney Plus or whatever, and I will not pay for a streaming service. I didn't pay for HBO, Showtime. Are they even still in existence?
Yeah, they are.
I didn't pay for cable for that. So I get all my information when they come out on the DVD. And they do. Mandalorian will eventually come out on DVD, and I can watch it. Rise of Skywalker will come out on DVD, I'm sure, in a couple months. I haven't seen that either. We've done a show on that. But I want to discuss The Mandalorian because I think it's fascinating. Mm-hmm. The first thing that I think that is awesome about The Mandalorian is who created and directs it.
Okay.
It's Happy from... the Avengers movies. I can't think of what his first name is.
That's right. He's the driver.
The driver of it.
Yeah.
He created that. He's created the Christmas movie Elf. Did you know that?
I didn't know. I did not realize that.
Everything. What is that guy's name?
Fiali.
Yeah.
Apollo Creed.
Big fat guy like you, but better looking and a lot richer.
That's right.
But everything he puts his hands on.
Fioli. I don't know. We'll look it up.
No, Randy's going to put it right here for you in just a few minutes. So if you're watching our YouTube. I've heard nothing but great things about it. I heard, even though I'm not a huge Star Wars fan, that I would really get into it. Because I like the older 70s Star Wars, A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Revenge of the Jedi.
Return of the Jedi.
No, it was a Revenge. It'll always be Revenge in my heart. That's what it originally was going to be called.
Yeah.
And it's based on right after Revenge of the Jedi, from what I understand. That's the timeline?
I believe so.
Okay. You watch the damn show. Why don't you know?
Dude, do I need to reference our Star Wars movie sequence rant from you? It is confusing even for Star Wars fans.
It is still confusing. If you haven't seen it, watch our podcast on Rise of Skywalker. You'll learn a lot of things and probably be pretty pissed off at us. But hey, welcome to that club. No, people are loving us.
Oh, man.
Mandalorian.
Yes, Mandalorian.
I always thought it was a race of beings. The Mandalorian.
We are learning that it's just it's a way, it's a group, it's
the mafia.
It's it's
space mafia.
Man, I can't think of the word it is that I want to say. They're
a gang.
They're a gang. But anyways, go on. Yeah, what did I call it earlier?
I don't know. I can't remember. We were talking about it off camera.
They're a clan.
A clan.
Yeah, they're
we don't want to use that word on our show.
Oh, God.
Anyway, yes, you're right. It's a clan of bounty hunters, pretty much. That's what their set is that they have, their community.
Yeah.
Randy has filled me in on every episode. I feel like I watch them and I have a dry sweat on my forehead. It sounds really awesome. And I think I would really get into it. But I'm going to give you the outsider's view that has not watched it. The only information I've gotten about Mandalorian is either from friends that have watched it, Randy, loves it, and Facebook with these memes with this Baby Yoda, which is not Baby Yoda, it's the child. And Randy has filled me in on the whole deal of what that little green son of a bitch is about, which is taking the internet by storm.
Right.
I'm posting memes about it. I'll share them, and then my friends that know I haven't watched it, well, for someone that hasn't watched it, you're sure posting it. My friend Kevin Bacon, that I talk about all the time, John, that gets riled up. He was the one that called me out on it. I love him to death, but it's funny. But it sounds fascinating. I love the storyline, what you're telling me about, that he's actually protecting the child.
He is.
And kind of being like Adventures in Babysitting. Have you ever seen that movie,
You know, he was actually contracted to bring it back dead or alive.
Really?
For the Empire. And
so you're saying that the child is wanted, dead or alive. Okay, just want to make sure.
But when he gets there...
I'm not a Bon Jovi witness, just so you know.
You're not?
No, I'm not. I don't believe in that, so...
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway.
What do you mean witness?
Bon Jovi witnesses? You never heard of that?
No.
You know what the religion is, right?
No.
Jehovah's Witnesses.
Is he really?
No, I just call them. I call people that like Bon Jovi music Bon Jovi Witnesses.
Oh, God, you give love a bad name.
I do, and Bon Jovi Witnesses. Anyway, you're not a Jehovah's Witness, are you?
No.
Which is cool.
I like Bon Jovi.
I know. So you're a Bon Jovi Witness.
God, I hate that term.
You need to hang out with me and Lori more. So
yeah.
Anyway, all right. So Wanted Dead or Alive.
Yeah, Wanted Dead or Alive. Bon Jovi, great album.
I'm talking about
Slippery
the Mandalorian. The child.
You know what we're talking about?
Yes. So they contracted him to get the Baby Yoda Dead or Alive.
Dead or Alive. He gets there and he can't get to him. He's in a fortress.
Right.
I believe it's Tatooine. Nick Nolte's character helps get him there.
Nick Nolte's in that?
Yeah, well, it's a little short guy, but his voice is used for him, and it is fantastic. He does a good job. But, you know, he is the one this is the way, and, you know, that type of stuff. And he gets him there riding these animals. God, I feel bad not knowing the name of the animals. But when he gets there,
the dewbacks,
IG-11.
the big lizard guys. Yep.
IG-11 is also a bounty hunter.
Is that like IGA, the old grocery store?
Yeah, it is.
All right.
Yeah.
International Grocery
So
Association.
IG-11 shows up and he rides in on a big spaceship that's being driven by TGNY. And TGNY uses the controls.
TGNY? Are you for real?
No, you brought us to a fucking grocery store. TGI or IG-11.
I'm going right along with it, like, you know, because these robots have screwed up damn names in Star Wars anyway. C-3PO and IGA.
Okay, so
and now TG and Y5.
And there's a lot of stormtroopers, so they team up together in the middle of a firefight.
All right.
And when they get in there, IG-11 is like, okay, he is contracted to kill Baby Yoda.
Okay.
So it's like more than one type of people. It appears is trying to get
wipe this baby out.
So,
that'd be like shooting a fucking kitten. Oh, I'm sorry, I said the F word. I must have been saying it. It's like shooting a freaking kitten.
Right.
How you gonna go up and shoot a kitten and kill with the big eyes and all that stuff?
So the Mandalorian, you know, he feels a connection. So when IG-11 goes to shoot him, he actually shoots IG-11.
Okay.
Instead of splitting.
So he's protecting the baby.
Now he's protecting the baby. He brings the baby back, and the baby, he realizes, oh shit, they're doing tests. These are bad people. So he decides to break in, and steal Baby Yoda back and protect it. And when he does that, the clan that he is in, the guild,
that's the word.
The guild.
I knew it'd come to you.
The guild, which is Apollo Creed, runs the guild. Okay. And I keep waiting to see
Rambo.
His hand get cut off and a wood hand be put on from
Happy Gilmore.
You know,
right.
I need to make a meme about that. Oh my God, I'm all on that.
Yeah,
now.
You're all about those memes.
So basically, now the other Mandalorians and bounty hunters are now trying to kill him and take Baby Yoda because they've been contracted to turn this Baby Yoda, the child, back over. And so basically what it is him traveling around because he's being tracked Baby Yoda is being tracked, but you don't know that.
We don't know that.
So all these episodes are just small little episodes where he frees a group of people from ATST on one island.
ATST.
Yeah.
What is that?
I don't know what that is. I don't know what that stands for.
But it's a scout walker.
Yeah. The two-legged.
The ATTs.
From Hoth.
The AT&Ts.
Yeah, AT&Ts are four-legged.
No, it's AT&T, isn't it?
AT&T.
Like the phone company.
Yeah, can you hear me?
No, can you hear me now? Huh. So it's the two-legged walker.
Right.
Okay.
So these bandits have acquired one of them, and they take over villages and take their food from them. And so they've taken the Mandalorian and Baby Yoda in, and they're like, why don't you please help us?
This is the stormtroopers.
No.
Oh.
This is just some pirates.
So a group of people.
Right. On a different planet because they're trying to get away from Tatooine.
All right.
And basically, they help that. And that's basically what it is. He helps the Jawas. They steal parts off of his spaceship. So he goes and gets this egg from one of the creatures in Star Wars lore to give to the Jawas so that he can get his parts back. Because they don't want money.
Right.
They want
barter.
They want this egg.
Right.
And it was awesome because in the parade for Sci-Fi Bartow, one of the Jawas showed up with this. She had made an egg and put shag carpet on it because that's what the egg
looked
parade?
Like.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
she had made a egg and was a Jawa walking around with an egg, and people were taking pictures galore of her.
That's great.
Because that episode had just aired.
Right.
I mean, that's how popular this is, And she's already got the prop made. So I can't wait to see that at Sci-Fi Bartow because it's shag carpeted. Because that's what the egg looked like.
Yeah, right.
Okay, it's not like a egg from a chicken's ass.
All right.
So, anyways, when it all comes down to it, he's basically protecting this Yoda, Baby Yoda, and
which is in fact not a Baby Yoda.
Right, it is not. This is 60 years old. Baby Yoda is probably 820.
So it's a species of the same species as Yoda.
And what's so important about this is because throughout the Star Wars galaxy, we don't know the species of Yoda. We don't know where Yoda has come from. We don't know what planet. We don't even know if there's any more Yodas, and we don't know if they're all Force sensitive.
Right.
We don't know anything about this race. And when you get to the end of The Mandalorian, he is basically given the task to go find find a planet, find more like him,
right,
so that he can give them their child back.
So he's looking for the Baby Yoda planet.
Or family or whatever. And here's the deal. It makes me feel like it's a New Hope. And here's the deal. 1, 2, and 3, Coruscant, flying cars.
This is Old West days now.
Right, now this is Old West. They even used the music that I can't sing, but you say that sound. The Old West music. It's the 3 notes. No, that's not it. It's like
that's like Old West music. That's what I just did.
Oh, was it? Yeah, there you go. So, anyways,
have you never seen a Clint Eastwood Western?
I have. I just can't. Even though I play the guitar, I can't pick that shit up.
Okay, continue.
So, anyways, so they have tied that into the Star Wars music. They don't start with da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da.
Is there any Star Wars related stuff other than characters you see? Is there references to Skywalker? Is there references to Darth Vader? Or anything like that? Or is it just something like an own standalone thing?
It's a part of the galaxy that is has a little imperial, imperial influx, and they're only there to find and to contract Mandalorians to find Baby Yoda.
This is what's confused me at this moment. Just a bell has just went off in my head. Mm-hmm. Everyone tells me Mandalorian is set after Return of the Jedi.
Okay.
They destroy the Empire in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Darth Vader's killed, becomes a good guy. Stormtroopers, Death Star's blown up again.
Right.
And now you're saying there's stormtroopers involved, and evidently the Empire is still involved. So, Revenge of the Jedi has misled us to believe that was the end of the Empire. So the Empire is still alive and strong in the Mandalorian.
Yes, and but even though there's some years there that there's not a lot of stuff going on, the Senator Palpatine and all that is still doing behind the scenes, off in the distance.
Because he didn't get killed, we find out when we watch the latest movies.
Right,
so.
But you got...
he's alive in Rise of Skywalker, or is it a ghost?
He's alive.
Okay. Yeah. So he survived the fall down the long shaft when the Death Star blew up.
Right, but
the second time.
The second time. You know what?
You figure they learned the first time.
Right. To go back, and just destroy it completely.
Because what they did is they just flew into a bigger freaking hole and went there and blew up the freaking generator. Am I not right?
Right, yeah.
Okay, they took the Millennium Falcon because the Lando, the coolest cat in the galaxy, Rissian, went in there with that little Jamaican little guy with a burning rubber face. He was in Cool Runnings.
Yes, there you go.
With John Candy. He was one of the bobsled team guys.
He was?
Guy. Yeah, you didn't know that?
I had no clue.
Yeah, he was sitting in the back behind Sanka. And
Sanka, the one that would put the egg in his crotch?
Yeah, Sanka was the one that had the magic lucky egg.
Oh my god.
So, boy, is that an offshoot. And he's sitting there in that bobsled going, hey man, and that's the same little character.
Oh, I had
You didn't notice
clue.
that? There is a Star Wars connection. You need to watch it.
Oh.
Cool Runnings. Watch it. Great movie.
No. I have seen it. I love Cool Runnings.
Yeah. I'm pulling your fucking
I know. It's just like... God,
all right, so
anyway, it's basically, at the end, he's told, you're now a clan of two.
Okay.
Him and Yoda. He's got to protect Yoda. And it's just a great episode. It makes me feel like I'm a kid watching A New Hope.
All right, so
Empire Strikes
Back. How many
Back
episodes of Mandalorian have they been?
It's 8.
They're 8. So at the end of the 8th, did they do a cliffhanger? Or is it just,
Yes. There is a big cliffhanger.
Okay.
So, and the big cliffhanger is Gideon is the guy that shows up. He's an Imperial general that they think has been dead. He knows all 3 of the characters that are in a big firefight, and they're trapped in a building just like in a Wild West.
Okay, all right.
And they're sending stormtroopers to burn it down, but the robot is able to cut a grating out so that they can get into the sewage system under the town to get away. Well, Gideon realizes they're getting away, and they get in a boat and they're floating down a lava river, and IG-11 sacrifices himself because he's been reprogrammed to protect Baby Yoda. So he blows up this whole squadron of
So he survives being shot.
Yes, he comes back.
Okay, all right.
Nick Nolte patches him up, and you don't see this. You learn 6 episodes later that Nick Nolte is taking a big bottle of vodka and then working on.
But it ain't really Nick Nolte. He's just doing the voice of the guy.
Yeah, his name's Creel, and he's not drinking.
Isn't
vodka.
that lizardy looking guy?
No. He's a real short midget, the Oompa Loompa that looks about 80.
Oh, okay.
Have you seen it?
No.
Oh, okay.
I know what an Oompa Loompa is, though.
Oh, okay. So, anyways,
does he sing?
He does.
Oompa, oompa, oopity doo. Does he sing in The Mandalorian like that?
Absolutely, but he doesn't say oompty.
Oh, but he does sing.
No, he don't sing, Sean.
I haven't seen the damn thing, Randy. Why are you giving me a hard time?
Have you ever heard Nick Nolte's voice? He'd be like, welcome, blah, 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 blah.
Is Nick Nolte given credit for the voice in the credits?
He is.
Okay.
Yeah, you can tell it's him walking around.
I'm just saying, I know because you confuse people a lot. And I want to make sure, is it really Nick Nolte doing the voice?
Oh, it is. It's really Nick Nolte.
Because it says at the end, it says, starring Nick, the voice of the Oompa Loompa, Nick Nolte. It says at the end.
I believe it actually says that.
You believe it or you know it for sure?
Could it be Bruce Willis or Will Smith?
Yeah, it could be Will Smith.
No, it's Nick Nolte.
All right. Yeah. All right, anyway. Patches IGA up.
Right, TGNY, and his programming is to protect the baby.
Right.
And he realizes there's no way that Baby Yoda can be protected, so he walks out of a tunnel and blows the whole squadron up. Now, they're on a lava boat, and Gideon is coming through in a TIE fighter, and he is blowing and shooting them and trying to kill them and everybody around them in this boat. And the Mandalorian, since he became a clan of 2 and he's now graduated, they give him a jetpack.
Oh, so he gets his jetpack.
He gets his jetpack. Okay, because the whole 9 episodes leading up to this, or
he
7,
don't have a jetpack.
He doesn't have a jetpack.
All right.
And he goes up and he knocks the TIE fighter down. Then the girl...
With the rocket pack, he shoots up and gets on it and knocks it down.
Yes, knocks it down.
Does it have the missile in it like Boba Fett's had and all that, or what?
He does have all that stuff, but he uses like grenades.
Oh, I got you.
To blow off the wing.
That sounds pretty cool.
It's a really good...
Because you remember the toy, the TIE Fighter? and you'd pop little thing and the wing would come off.
Yes, absolutely.
That's like a fail-safe stupid device.
Yeah, so that's what he basically did. But here's the deal. He takes Baby Yoda, he flies off, leaves the beautiful girl, Clara Dune, and Apollo Creed to now he's gotten rid of all the Empire influence to Tatooine.
All right.
So they decide to stay. Well, when it's all said and done, the biggest shocker out of this is Gideon has crashed the TIE fighter. And all of a sudden you see this lightsaber come through.
Oh, wow.
And it makes a square, right? And he throws it out. But as he steps out, you realize it's not a lightsaber. It's a Mandalorian dark saber.
Okay.
It's a black saber.
Okay.
So it's black with a white thin
Why
line
gotta be black?
I don't
Sounds
know.
racist.
I don't know. And you're right. But it's covered by a white thin line.
Okay.
So the white one is containing the black part of the laser.
See, that's
so that's
racist.
Even bad.
That's
right.
even racist.
So here's the deal. If you don't watch Rebels and Rebels and the Clone Wars and the cartoon, you don't realize it.
Okay.
But the Mandalorians have one leader, and that's their weapon. Whoever possesses that,
they're the leader.
They're the leader, and if you want to fight for that, you don't get to use it. But it's just like a lightsaber. But I don't know if it's crystals that is used in it.
Right.
Because a crystal is to you can adjust the length of a lightsaber to fit your height and your swinging and your fighting style. Where this actually looks like a dagger, but it glows and hums like a lightsaber.
I gotcha.
So now the Mandalorian has left with Baby Yoda, the child, and he is survived cutting out with the black saber of the Mandalorian.
Okay.
And he's not Mandalorian because he don't wear a helmet. Helmets have to stay on once you graduate to be a Mandalorian.
How do you eat?
You can't. Well, no, you can take them off as long as no living being is around. But once they're there, the helmet has to go on.
Right.
And in one of the episodes, they liberated one of the planets. The girl was wanting to hook up, and she's trying to take his helmet off and get him to stay and grow Baby Yoda as their family.
Right.
And he's like, no. Leave the helmet on. And so this episode has a lot going on, but it doesn't have a lot going on.
I got you.
It's very. I don't want to. God, I hate to use the term slow, but it's not a bunch of special effects, and there's not a lot of shit going on. Even though I like action,
right.
There's not always action. Right. There's a lot of character building. Even though the Mandalorian has the same voice. And just walks the same,
right?
And there's no personality there because you never see him with his helmet off. Well, IG-11 took his helmet off,
right?
And actually, we get to see the actor Pascal with his helmet off in there, and IG-11 saves his life. So yeah, so IG-11 was originally trying to kill him. Then he teamed up with him to kill Baby Yoda.
Right.
Then he was reprogrammed by Nick Nolte, the Oompa Loompa, and
I'm following you. Now.
And now IG-11 sacrifices himself to save Cara Dune, Weathers, the Mandalorian, and Baby Yoda.
So when does the droid IKEA 8 show up?
You know what? I'm not sure if that's his name or not, but R2-D2 light droid was the operator of the boat in the lava, right? And imagine R2-D2 standing up with legs and arms.
Oh, that's cool.
It was fantastic. It was one of my favorite droids now of all time.
It's not IKEA 8?
It might be. I'm not going to say it ain't. Yeah, TGY.
And you got IGA, so why not IKEA 8?
Why not?
Okay.
That's what I'll make a meme about that too.
That sounds great. So very interesting.
Yeah, very interesting.
You have tipped my interest in this television program.
Yeah.
Can you call it a TV program or is it an internet program?
No, it's TV. It's Disney Plus, which is if you have a smart TV, you just download the Disney Plus
app. I got a
app.
stupid TV, so
it don't have apps on there like a computer.
No, it is not.
So. You just download your app, and then
I wouldn't know how to get to it if it did, Randy.
It's very simple, and if you ever go that way, I will help you. Why
don't you help me without that way?
I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
I want to see this.
Yeah.
You tell me all these great stories, and people get frustrated as hell with me because I'm not watching it because they assume because I like science fiction, I like everything science fiction.
Right,
and I'm a Star Trek guy, and everybody gives me Star Wars stuff for gifts, and that's cool. I have a lot of friends I can read gift stuff to, and I have a small box in the back of my closet that's covered with cobwebs. I just open that up and just put it in there. I don't. I keep it. I appreciate everybody gets it. You get my IKEA 8.
Yes, I did.
You did?
Yeah, I did.
They're talking about TG and Y. And,
yeah.
I just want to make sure, because I know sometimes you're a little slow.
Yeah, that's true.
Randy has like 50 children because he's trying to get a lot of tax money back, and that's why him and his wife Ashley have children. And he stays busy with them because now some are old enough they're having to go to college and pre-college and in college, and Xander's trying to be a supervillain to take over the world and stuff that. So, they keep pretty busy. And I'm amazed that Randy has time to even do the podcast with us, too. This was your idea.
Yeah.
So if y'all send hate mail, don't send it care of Sci-Fi Sean. It's just Randy. It's his fault. And we're just talking sci-fi, a couple of regular guys. We might not remember the names, Nick Nolte, or the character's name, or the actors, or whatever. But, hey, who really has time to take stuff up like that, There's so much coming out with your Netflix and your Disney Pluses and CBS All Access. How do you have time to watch all this stuff, I don't.
What time do you go to bed?
9 o'clock.
That's why I watch with the wife. We're up from 9 when the kids go to bed at 9 to 1 o'clock in the morning.
I see you out on your porch sometimes.
Yeah.
Not that late, but
right.
Because you got your smoke shed like we do, and you're out there watching your TVs and stuff.
And I need a fire pit in my porch like you have in
Easily
yours.
go out to the Camping World or wherever the hell it's called now. It's got a new name now, but they got it. But anything else about The Mandalorian?
No, I recommend it for anybody that wants to watch it, and it is a very original Star Wars feeling. And of course, there's nothing better than Baby Yoda. One of the favorite scenes of all time, one of the funniest scenes, is actually got 2 stormtroopers that are actually talking between one another, because we don't see that a lot.
Right.
And it is so... It's the
They were shooting a box or something, weren't they?
Well, they were trying to, but they couldn't hit it.
So that was
like a little jab.
Of it. Right, yeah.
But Baby Yoda bites one of them, and he punches it, and the internet is flipping out. Oh my God, you can't hit Baby Yoda, And it is hilarious, the comic in that.
Right.
And then there's another time when they are about to be killed, and Weathers, Apollo Creed, looks to the Baby Yoda and he goes, hey, baby, can you do the little hand thing? Can you do the little hand thing? Because whenever he lifts his hand, he uses the Force.
Right.
So he's protected them and gotten them out of trouble by using the Force himself.
Right.
So, yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on, but it's played out pretty good.
So you will highly recommend watching Mandalorian.
Oh, absolutely. If you're an original Star Wars fan, I think you'll really like it.
I'm amazed, and I understand the concept of why they only did 8 episodes, because they were going to see how it went over.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, it's went over with gangbusters. Yeah. And the next series, or the next season, is not coming out to the end of this year,
right?
From what I understand.
Yeah.
So they're going to make people wait a long...
Well,
just like all the other all-access stuff.
I think they kind of put off because they didn't know. I mean, everybody's dogging all of Disney's Star Wars stuff.
Yeah.
And I can understand saying, well, we'll put out 8 seasons, see how 8 series.
Sure.
Seasons.
And that's usually all the shows do that.
And
they
now,
get canceled.
Now they're in a rush to make toys
yep.
of the child and put out more episodes.
I'm so interested because we have Sci-Fi Bartow coming up in a few weeks, and which is February the 15th. Downtown Bartow. Come check it out. I'm interested, like you said, DeLay showed up with we did the Bartow Christmas Parade, and Randy directed our portion of it. It was a car show, and we won a trophy for Best Decorated Car.
Yep.
And someone was dressed up as a Jawa, like you said, with the egg, and I think that's great. I'm excited to see it at Sci-Fi Bartow.
Yeah, they were from 501st.
Because, we have a buddy, Tito, who has always done Mandalorian stuff before you even knew what this show was, So I'm excited to see that. So.
Following the people on Facebook, there's going to be at least 100 there.
Oh, that's fucking fantastic. Well, we're going to go ahead and break this episode.
Yep.
Please stay tuned. I want to thank SNL Restaurant, J&E Creations, Main Street Comics Memorabilia, Chilton Signs, Pyramid Fasteners for supporting our show, and you guys out there for supporting us. Main Street Bartow Incorporated, a big supporter. They're the reason why Sci-Fi Bartow happens, and technically why this show was created was because of that, because it's a big, long commercial for Sci-Fi Bartow, if you haven't figured that out yet. Look forward to some of Randy's videos coming up. He has some car show videos coming out on the internet.
Absolutely.
Hopefully soon.
Yeah, this week.
And check it out. And we will see you next time on This is Talking Sci-Fi with Sci-Fi Sean and
Just Randy.
See you next time.